Well, I'm sure by now you guys have seen that Joe Linder has passed away at the age of 30. It hasn't even set in yet, to be honest, guys, that this guy has passed away. I talk to Joe, I would say every day. We at least sent each other one message or one voice message or some random meme on Instagram every day. Our relationship was pretty unique, and we're going to talk about what happened in just a second, but I just want to say this. I never met this guy in person, but the impact Joe had on me was by far probably the craziest impact I've ever had from anyone that I never actually met in person. Because, I'm going to explain why. Joe had a great way of telling you your faults, the things that you're doing wrong in a very nice way. The things that you could improve on, whatever you want to call it. We had a great relationship because of that. Let's go back in time a little bit. YouTube, when it was around, every single video I would do, Joe would send me a message or a voice message on WhatsApp after it was posted, after he watched it, and he would give me his criticism. And it was the most brutal, honest criticism I've ever gotten from anyone that watches my videos. And guess what? I listened to every damn word that guy told me. Whether I liked hearing what he had to say or not, it was the truth. And that's why I appreciate that guy. That's why I got goosebumps. That's why I really respected the guy, because in this world I'm in, this is a game. There's not many honest people. There's not many people you really care to listen to their opinions. There really isn't anybody I listen to be honest. My wife is the only person I listen to. That's it. And Joe was actually one of those people I listened to, because after he gave me that criticism, we would laugh and joke about it. It was never anything serious. It was never anything mean. He was honest, but that's who I was. I was a very honest person when I reported on YouTube, and how I still report. And that's why I like Joe. And you know what I told Joe? I said, Joe, why don't you do this? You could hit a home run out of the park if you talked like this online. You know what his response was? And I swear to God, I have the WhatsApp of him saying it, and even his text, because we talked about this 100 times. I kept telling him to get on YouTube and talk like this. Be honest and real to people like this online. You know what his answer was? I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I want to be positive. I don't want to critique people. I don't want people to even dislike me a little bit. He just wanted to spread positivity. And you watching this video right now are probably looking at me like, Nick, you are the most negative person. You are the complete opposite, blah, 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 blah. But you know what? Joe respected that I could do that. Joe respected that I could sit on here and talk as honest as possible to that camera, no matter what people thought of me or what that individual I was talking about thought of me. That is why he respected what I did. He said he could never do that because he just didn't like to give that impression. He wanted to talk about how to help people, give people information, keep people happy, motivate them. That was Joe. Joe had the biggest heart that I've ever seen out of anyone that I've ever met before. Probably if I met him in person, I'd probably think the same way. But I'm just being honest with you guys. I never met him in person, so I can't sit here and say, yes, I love this guy because I met him in person. I got that vibe from him. I felt it. I felt his energy. I didn't have to meet Joe in person. I knew if I met Joe, he was the same guy I was talking to on the phone all the time. I actually talked to him on the phone Thursday. You know why? He was criticizing my IG reels because the captions were too low, and he said he couldn't read them. Let's talk a little more serious stuff now. Leading up to Joe passing away, he had this pain in his neck, which now we know what it is, or what it was. He had a blood clot. But days leading up to the gym, he kept telling the people around him, I'm going to remain everyone nameless, he had this pain, this dull, sharp pain in his neck. Didn't know what it was. He ignored it. Didn't get it checked out. And this is why this can happen to anybody. This has nothing to do with steroids, the lifestyle, his diet, the way he looked, how much muscle he has, where he's from, he's German, nothing. Anyone can have a blood clot at any moment and be dead. Anyone. Unfortunately, we just lost a guy that we all looked up to and we all loved. But days leading up to him passing away, he had this pain. Now, he was getting ready to go meet Noel Diesel, which is one of his close friends. I'm sure you guys know who Noel is. At the gym, he laid down with his girlfriend. You know, they're doing all the cute stuff, cuddling, you know, girlfriend, boyfriend stuff. They laid down together. Blood clot right to his brain, had a brain aneurysm, and that was it. Laying in bed with his girlfriend. That is how fast your entire life can be over. In an instant. Instantly done. And guess what? You don't have a time to say goodbye to anybody. You don't have time to say you love someone one more time. You don't have time to do that one thing that you love to do all the time. Joe was going to do what he loves. Go to the workout. Go to the gym with his friends. Go to the gym with his girlfriend. It was just another day. But that thing in his neck that he felt, coulda, woulda, shoulda, yeah, he could have. But we're all here, thank God, to sit here and talk about it. So if you have a pain like that, you feel something that's not comfortable, you're not being a hypochondriac for going to get it checked out. You're not being a pain in the ass to your girlfriend or your loved ones or your friends if you don't feel good or you don't feel like something feels right. Just go get it checked. What's the worst case scenario? You save your life? And who knows if Joe even got there in time and got it checked, they could have fixed it. We don't know. Like, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like that would have saved his life. We don't know. Maybe it was too late anyway. And then maybe he would have suffered. Who knows? We just don't know. But this has nothing to do with steroids, has nothing to do with the way he looks, because he's from Germany, because he's an influencer. There's no conspiracy theories. Any one of you right now watching this video with me, this can happen to you. Life is fucking crazy. It's heavy at times. It's super heavy. Remember, we're not in control, but we can prevent. This is why I like to talk very honest like this, because not many people will. Nobody really will. Everyone wants to sugarcoat things and blame things and say it's because of this. Oh, it won't ever happen to me. That's bullshit. I am a hypochondriac because I don't want anything to happen to me. I worry all the time, and that's one of my worst characteristics. I worry a lot. But Joe, man, wow. That's heavy. It's heavy. Be respectful. Once again, look out for each other. Be kind to each other. Yeah, I'm brutally honest on here. I'm rough. I admit that. I'm very rough. But this is just me. And if you worry and you are a hypochondriac about your life, you don't want to get hurt, that's just you too. Don't be mad at someone for being who they are. Don't be mad at someone because they worry. Don't get frustrated with people because they act a certain way or do certain things that you're not fond of. Accept the person for who they are. If you want to be around them, if you want to watch them, you could choose that. Rest in peace, Joe. Fuck.